What's good, YouTube? This your boy HoodFacts TV, and I'm back with another reaction, man. Today I'm about to react to the homeboy Tupac Shakur, one of my favorite rappers. A legend, definitely a legend, you dig what I'm saying? We're about to react to his murder case, man. He died in 1996, and it's 2023, and they just now caught a suspect. You dig what I'm saying? 3 other suspects is passed away or deceased, something like that. But they definitely got somebody, man, and it's good, man. You know what I'm saying? That, we getting closure. You dig what I'm saying? His family getting closure. And we've been waiting for this, man, over 20-some years, man. You dig what I'm saying, man? So shout out to Tupac, man. Rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, man? Hopefully now you could rest knowing that somebody got locked up, you dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're about to get into this press conference, man. But before we get into this video, man, if you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, especially if you want me to do a reaction to your favorite BSF artist, your favorite Gazilda artist, or if you're an artist yourself and you want me to do a reaction to your video, man. But go ahead and hit that notification bell for you, man, for yourself, so you can get more dope videos like this one right here, man. And go ahead and hit that like button for me, so my video could get put up in that algorithm. You dig what I'm saying? It helps me out a lot. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we about to jump into this video, man. Let's get it.
A rack on me, keep me a strap on me, niggas be rack police, niggas be cap, no beat, my niggas they stand.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Kevin McMahill. I'm the sheriff of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. 27 years. 27 years. For 27 years, the family of Tupac Shakur has been waiting for justice. We are here today to announce the arrest.
27 years is a long time, bro. Like, that's crazy, but they never stop, you know what I'm saying? And it's other videos that's going around that the suspect, man, he really basically told on himself, man. Like, I don't know. I'm probably going to do a video about that too. But yeah, let's finish checking this out, man. I ain't going to try to keep it that long. I'm not going to do an hour video or something. This is already 17 minutes long, so I'm gonna try to let it run through real fast. You know what I'm saying? So come on, let's rock with it.
Of 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis, aka Keefy D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was arrested this morning by my LVMPD criminal apprehension team, and this investigation started on the night of September 7th, 1996. It is far from over. It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today.
Look what picture they got of it. Like, bro, that's the look on your face when you know you done told on yourself. Like, you on all these blogs, on all these interviews, just talking, trying to get some type of fame, bro. And from my knowledge, man, they trying to say, Puff Daddy paid for that hit. You know what I'm saying? So he better watch out. That's another video, man. I got some videos. I got some homework I gotta do, man. Shout out to J May, man. Do your homework. I got some homework I gotta do, man.
Several of those detectives that are standing here with us include Detective Cliff Mogg, the lead detective on this case. He is now retired. Well, I know there's been many people who did not believe that the murder of Tupac Shakur was important to this police department. I'm here to tell you that was simply not the case. It was not the case back then, and it is not the case today. Our goal at LVMPD has always been to hold those accountable and responsible for Tupac's violent murder accountable. Just like we do for every homicide victim in our city. Every single victim, every life that is lost is important and remains a priority to this police department. As we methodically built this case to move forward with an arrest, it was also important that at the same time, we're building towards a successful prosecution. We work closely with our esteemed district attorney, Steve Wolfson, in his office to ensure that is going to happen. Mr. Davis's own words reinvigorated our case in 2018.
I told y'all, man, he snitched on himself, man, his own words. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, man, the people be wanting that clout and that fame, and that clout sometimes get you killed or put in jail, bro. Like, literally, man. When you that person or you that dude, you ain't gotta chase it, man. It's gonna come to you regardless, especially when you're a genuine person. Like, and basically that was his downfall. You know what I'm saying? He wanted that fame. He always wanted it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to give you some of those details, and I'm going to introduce to you our homicide lieutenant, Jason Johansson, and give the details on how we got here today. Lieutenant.
Thank you, Sheriff, and thank you, everybody, for being here today. My name is Jason Johansson, and I'm the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. And my goal here today is to walk you through our investigation and what led us to the indictment of Dwayne Davis, also known as Keefy D, for the murder of Tupac Shakur. This case has been reviewed by our homicide team and homicide detectives for over 2.5 decades. And ultimately, our persistence in this investigation has paid off. Let me walk you through a timeline of events that as we know them right now. Prior to September 7th of 1996, as we all know, Tupac Shakur was an artist who was signed with Death Row Records. And that Death Row Records and its CEO, Marion Suge Knight, were closely affiliated with the Mob Piru criminal street gangs, and that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips. Dwayne Davis was the leader and shot caller of the South.
Okay, so look, this is where the law enforcement is wrong. This is where they try to make gang war or gang beef. Like, you don't know what you talking about. That's all false. Like, you know what I'm saying? That did not happen. That's not why it happened. It didn't have nothing to do with gangs. Yes, they from one set and they from another set. Tupac was not in the gang at all, period. What happened was somebody got they chain stole from Tupac, from Death Row, by the Crips. They seen him there and they beat him up. Them boys came back and killed Tupac, man. Stop trying to make it seem like because they was in gangs and that happened. That's not what happened, bro. Stop it.
Outside Compton Crips. And both of these gangs operated out of the Southern California area of Compton. On the night of September 7th of 1996, Tupac Shakur, along with Suge Knight, and members of their entourage, which include members of Mob Piru, came to Vegas to attend the Mike Tyson fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Members of the Southside Compton Crips, which included Dwayne Davis, along with his nephew Orlando Anderson, were also in attendance at the same event. As both were leaving the fight, members of Death Row Records spotted Orlando Anderson near an elevator bank inside the MGM, and at that time they began to kick and punch him near that elevator bank. I will now show you hotel security footage, as many of you have already seen, related to this incident. And on this incident, you will see Tupac Shakur, who's wearing a shiny satiny shirt, along with Marion Suge Knight, who's a large man in a brown suit, punching and kicking Orlando Anderson. Following this incident, you'll see hotel security intervene, and then they will leave the area of the fight. Little did anyone know that it is this incident right here that would ultimately lead to the retaliatory shooting and death of Tupac Shakur. Following this incident, Tupac and Suge Knight both left the MGM to make their way to a post-fight party, which was to occur at a local nightclub. At the same time, word had spread amongst members of the Southside Compton Crips of what had occurred inside the MGM, and then that's when Dwayne Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur for what occurred inside the hotel against Mr. Anderson. After Davis obtained a gun, he entered into a white Cadillac along with Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith, and Orlando Anderson. Based on our investigation, this
See what I'm saying? Yeah, like I told y'all, three of them boys is deceased. Man, this dude is crazy, man.
is where we know they were seated. At some point in time, as they were in the white Cadillac, Mr. Davis took the gun that he had obtained and provided it to the passengers in the rear seat of the vehicle. As they were driving west on Flamingo Road near Koval, they located the black BMW, which was driven by Suge Knight, and in the passenger seat was Tupac Shakur. And as they turned around, they pulled up near the passenger side of that vehicle and immediately began shooting at Mr. Knight and Mr. Shakur. Following that shooting, the white Cadillac fled the area southbound on Koval, and after our officers arrived on scene, Tupac was later transported to the University Medical Center, where he was treated medically and died approximately 6 days later on September 13th.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, man. Like, I remember that so well, man. I was so hurt when in 1996 when Tupac passed, man. Like, that was like the worst of hip hop. Even when Biggie passed too, like, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't as much hurt as I was with Tupac, because that was like my guy, like my go-to music. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Even to this day, I can still put on some Pac and you know what I'm saying, get into a great move, a good move, you know what I'm saying, from down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, it's dope, man, that they finally caught somebody, man. And I think like everybody been knew who did it. Even Suge Knight been knew who did it. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like I said before, there's other videos going around with the guy that just got caught. He's telling on himself. He said him and Suge Knight locked eyes, so he knew who shot him, or he knew who had something to do with it. Like, you dig what I'm saying? And he never tried to retaliate. He never tried to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
My homicide section handled this investigation from its onset and for a short amount of time. And within a short amount of time, what we knew was that we were working a gang investigation where our victims, our witnesses, and our suspects were all from Southern California and not local to Las Vegas. Within the first few months of the investigation, our detectives knew most of the information I just briefed you on. However, we never had the necessary evidence to bring this case forward and present it for criminal charges. As time went on, this case had been reviewed multiple times by different investigators assigned to my section, but it wasn't until 2018 that this case was reinvigorated as additional information came to light related to this homicide. Specifically, Dwayne Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets. In our section,
See, told you, he told on himself, stupid, clout. He wanted the clout. He wanted the clout. Now you locked up, can't get out.
we knew at this time that this was likely our last time to take a run at this case to successfully solve this case and bring forth a criminal charge. It was at that time that this case was assigned to Cliff Mogg, a detective within my homicide section. And over the last 5 years, my section worked closely, hand in hand with the Clark County District Attorney's Office, and followed a systematic investigative plan over the last 5 years. We've conducted countless interviews.
So from 2018, from when he was doing interviews and going through doing blogs, that's when they started doing back investigation. They started investigating again. Stupid. Killers moving silence. Gangster moving silence. You talking about a murder? What you thought you wasn't gonna get indicted on a murder? Because 3 of the people that was deceased and you could try to put it on them? No, Bo, no. Don't go like that.
And corroborated numerous facts that were not only consistent with the crime scene on the night of the incident, but also corroborated and were consistent with the sequence of events that night. This ultimately led to us procuring a search warrant which was executed at Mr. Davis's residence in Henderson, Nevada. And following the execution of that search warrant, in close coordination with the District Attorney's Office, this case was presented to the grand jury, which ultimately led to Davis being indicted on charges of murder. Before I hand it off to the District Attorney's Office, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Detective Mogg and all the other detectives that were not only assigned this case and reviewed this case, but all the other detectives from other agencies that assisted us in this investigation. They know who they are, and thank you very much for all the assistance you provided. It does not go unnoticed. And lastly, one of the most important things, in my opinion, is we need to make this be a reminder that the charge of murder does not have a statute of limitations.
Try to tell you. Young people better listen. You catch a body and you think you got away for 20, 30 years, and then you go to talking about it. Click, click. Lock up. Stop chasing the clout. Stop chasing this clout. Or you're going to be screaming, let me out. I'm telling you right now, man. Yo, stop. The clout is the worst disease ever, man. I never seen so many people, man, get fucked over for trying to chase clout, man.
This agency has been and is invested in solving our cold case homicides so that we can bring closure to those families and justice for those victims of homicide. And with that, I will turn it over to the Clark County District Attorney, Steve Wilson.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm going to get through the whole 17 minutes, but because what else is to talk about? I mean, we know what happened, you dig what I'm saying? We know who did what, you dig what I'm saying? I'm going to just see what this guy talking about, man. If he really saying the same thing that everybody else just said, man, I'm going to clip this video and I'll get to the next one, you dig what I'm saying? I ain't going to hold y'all up, man.
Thank you, Lieutenant Johansson. I appreciate it. Good afternoon. I am the Las Vegas, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson. It has often been said, justice delayed is justice denied. It's a quote we hear often and for many, many years when talking about our legal system, but not in this case. Today, justice will be served in the murder of Tupac Shakur. I'd like to acknowledge the relentless work of the many Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department homicide detectives. We've mentioned Detective Cliff Mogg many times, and we can't mention his name enough. He is the detective, along with his colleagues, that brought this case here today to you. A Clark County grand jury has indicted Dwayne Keith Davis with 1 count of open murder with use of a deadly weapon with a gang enhancement. Davis will appear in court in the next few days or so for a hearing to determine his custody status and to set a jury trial date. This grand jury has been receiving evidence for months and has determined there is sufficient evidence to justify the filing of this criminal indictment. I've assigned 2 of my top prosecutors, Mark DiGiacomo and Banu Palal, to prosecute this case. I know a lot of people have been watching and waiting for this day. Tupac Shakur is a music legend, and for
You goddamn right, and I'm glad you said it, because ain't nobody else said it up there. Tupac Shakur is a legend, and yes, we have been waiting for this day. Talk your stuff. I'm glad I listened to this dude, man. He pretty cool, man. You pretty cool, man. You cool with me, man. You cool with me.
long time, this community and worldwide have been wanting justice for Tupac. Today we are taking that first step. Tupac was actually quoted as saying, "Death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss is what dies inside while still alive. Never surrender." Well, we didn't surrender thanks to the great work of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department under the leadership of Sheriff Kevin McMahill, Lieutenant Johansson, retired Detective Cliff Mogg. I am proud to announce the return of this document. This is the indictment we've been waiting almost 3 decades for.
Yes, sir.
It spells out the facts and circumstances and what justifies a Clark County grand jury in returning an indictment. Justice will be served. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
So that was the prosecutor or whatever. He's letting everybody know, like, yo, we got him. He ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't getting out. It's over. It's a wrap. And he old as hell too. So like he damn near 60-something years old, man. Like, so he a wrap. He probably gonna die in prison, like literally, man. But like I said before, man, people trying to say Puff Daddy put a hit on him. So if he started throwing Puff Daddy under the bus, man, you know why? Because he didn't get paid.
I just like to say that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Homicide Section year over year solves over 90% of the homicides that occur in our jurisdiction. You won't find that anywhere else in the United States. For those family members that have lost somebody that we haven't solved that case, I want you to know, just like in this case, we're not going to give up. I also say to you that as we begin, we're going to take a couple of questions. I want you to remember in your questioning that this investigation, subsequent arrest, and now indictment is only the beginning of the process. And we are committed and invested in ensuring a successful prosecution as we move forward. So.
All right, y'all, man. I ain't about to get into their questions and nothing like that, man. But yeah, man. So shout out to the Los Angeles Police Department, man. But I can't even shout out y'all, man, because y'all really didn't solve the case, man. The guy's told on himself. You dig what I'm saying? For all the media. So shout out to him for clout chasing. You dig what I'm saying? And trying to get famous off a murder case. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm not about to hold y'all up, man. If you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, especially if you want me to do a reaction to your favorite BSF artist, your favorite Griselda artist, or if you're an artist yourself and you want me to do a reaction to your video, or you just want me to do a reaction to some crazy dope video that you like, you know what I'm saying? I'll get right to it, man. But please do your boy a favor, man, and hit that like button so my video can get put up in the algorithm, man. And go ahead and hit that notification bell for yourself, you know what I'm saying, so you can get more dope videos like this. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And then I'm up out of here, man, to the next video. Peace.